What's up everybody, it's Nintendo, and we have a lot of things to go over today as well as predict, so I just want to hurry up and dive into that. But before we do, let's dive into our comment of the day. Last video I asked you guys what were your honest thoughts on Palworld. While I got a lot of great comments, today's comment of the day will go to Summonslav, who says, I'm enjoying this game and I'm looking forward to playing other types of monster taming games from other creators in the future. And again, that's pretty much my sentiment on games like Palworld. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on Palworld, make sure to check out the video down below where I went in depth on my thoughts about the game. Now, back to the video. This is insane. So just yesterday, we all got a message from Nintendo saying there would be a Nintendo Direct partner showcase. And I love how they worded it this time because they didn't call it a Nintendo Direct Mini, they called it a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, implying that it is, or at least has the same standing as a typical Direct, but it's more focused on partners rather than being a mix of partners and first party games. So there is a lot to take in there, and while I know a lot of people are kind of bummed that we're not getting a typical first party Direct with all your major first party games to give us some insight as to what's happening at the end of the year, I do think that this is what's to be expected due to, if you guys have been paying attention, the rumors of the Switch 2 coming out. And a lot of people have been more or less thinking that 2024 is the year where things just typically slow down, which is, as it seems to be, completely true. If you guys don't know, besides the obvious Pokemon game that's going to get revealed in another part of the video, this year has just been very slow for Nintendo. And in terms of first party games, we only have, I think, around 2 or 3 coming out. Just this past Friday, we had Mario vs. Donkey Kong come out, and I believe we have 3 games left from the big Mario anniversary thing. And 2 of those games are remakes, that being Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and the new Luigi, or I should say the remake of the Luigi's Mansion game. And then the only big game that's coming out that's actually new is the Princess Peach video game. So there isn't anything particularly new happening that's warranting any actual hype. Granted, the Princess Peach game is cool. We haven't had a Princess Peach game in a very long time, but despite that, there's no Xenoblades or your Zeldas. There's no Smash, nothing like that. No Splatoon besides the DLC. Nothing crazy is happening outside of Mario. And as much as Mario is the face of Nintendo, Mario himself cannot particularly hold Nintendo on his own now. Nintendo is made up of many different avenues, that being your Zelda fans, your Pokemon fans, your Mario, Star Fox, Animal Crossing, so many layers to this giant franchise of Nintendo, and Mario itself cannot hold a grasp on just Nintendo as a brand in just an entire year. So we have this partner showcase. If you want my opinion, I feel like this is the perfect thing to do. Most of the first party games, or at least what we're assuming, is all being saved for the next console. In this partner showcase, a lot of people who've been talking about the Switch 2 already have been murmuring and saying that we are due for a Nintendo Direct as we normally get in February, but it would be a partner showcase versus being a standard Nintendo Direct. And that's exactly what this is. It's a partner showcase. And as for what we can expect, there have already been a couple of games, 2 notable ones that I can definitely tell you guys about, that seems like that it may get revealed tomorrow. One of those being Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which is a game I particularly love. I wasn't the biggest fan of the base SMT 5 because SMT 4 did a lot of things right that SMT 5 kind of went back on. I don't know if it was the retransition to 3D or what, but SMT 5 was a game, in terms of gameplay, it was phenomenal, an amazing game, one of the best battle system in Megaton. But in terms of the story and characters, it was very, very lacking. And especially, and I hate to say this, but from a series that's coming off of this popularity of its I would say, sibling series Persona, which is well known for its stories and characters and great themes, it's been kind of just lacking in general. And I would hate to see that. I honestly prefer SMT a bit more over Persona because like the battle system's a lot better in my personal opinion. But because of that, it's just it just needs that. And if SMT 5 Vengeance or SMT VV, if SMT VV that's so funny, if that is going to add the things that base 5 was missing, like a deeper story, more content, it might give us a new girl character with like 4 endings tied to her, because Atlas kind of loves to do that. But if it does that, it will already kind of make what made 5 lacking better, like fix it. I don't expect them to change much from the base game of 5 besides like give us like maybe an additional ending with like a new dungeon tied to it and things like that, and maybe some new demons that the game was missing, the scrap DLC demons from For Apocalypse. I'm expecting stuff like that. But besides that, the other game I've been hearing about, and this one's been like rumors since around January, that being Hi-Fi Rush, which a funny thing was that we had the whole Xbox press conference thing, which pretty much was just them saying, hey, we're moving some of our exclusives over to other consoles, and as for which games they are, you can find out at a later date. And the big like movement announcement thing is just that people were saying that we're going to get the Nintendo Direct last week, but that was postponed due to this Xbox conference, which we know that Xbox and Nintendo are kind of buddy-buddy now. So I feel like if Xbox asked them, hey, can you please move your presentation back a bit? We need to address our fans this. Nintendo would, most likely respect it and say, yeah, sure. We just need to make it ASAP. So maybe on Tuesday morning, perhaps. And Xbox is like, sure. So I'm assuming games like Hi-Fi Rush and some other games that, frankly, I'm not much of an Xbox fan, so I can't really tell you every possible exclusive that they're moving over. I think that Starfield's one of them for the PlayStation, but that's besides the point. Those are 2 notable games that I have been hearing about. So that's pretty much that on that. I can't really give you guys many predictions for the partner showcase. I guess my dream announcement would probably be Xenogears, since Xenoblade has been popping off, and I feel like we deserve and plus need, especially if you haven't really been, if you don't know much of the Xenogears story, and if you've seen the ending for 3's like DLC, then you know that Xenogears is kind of relevant to the story now. So I feel like as a fan base, we should probably find a way to access Xenogears, because I think it's a PlayStation series, and it's kind of really hard to come by those games without trying to like get an arm and a leg for it. I don't even think it's on like PlayStation's like service or whatever. So if you guys really want to experience this game, I feel like that's a perfect game to announce at this Nintendo Direct. Now, moving away from Nintendo Direct, we're going to find out what most of the games are tomorrow. Those are just my like two truths and I guess, So the other thing was that I woke up at like 3 a.m., right? And I go to pee, I come back, I check my phone, as one does in the middle of the night, and Pokemon just announces the Pokemon Presents out of nowhere. So that, to me, was just completely insane. So I'm super, super excited about that, but also kind of scared. Ever since Scarlet and Violet's DLC came out, there's been this ongoing debate on what's the next game going to be. Is it going to be Gold and Silver remakes or Black and White 3 or Black and White remakes? And it's like the scariest discussion to talk about. And it's been sparking this whole debate on like, we want Gen 2 or we want Gen 5. And it's crazy that we're a week away. On this day next week, we will know, like, this whole like little mini debate will be over on what game it'll be. It might be both, it might be neither, and it might be like, one or the other. It's crazy to think about. So that's, personally, I want Gen 5 remake. I love Johto. Heart Gold, Soul Silver were my first games, but I love Unova a lot more. My like channel mascot is canonically from Unova. The Zangoose was just some like when he called an earlier, but besides the point. I love Unova. I would really love to have that region revisited. We visited a fraction of it in Blueberry Academy. I want to see all these new places. Granted, I know a lot of people are afraid because they're like, what if they just hand it off to Ilka? And there's even been like fake images circulating all over social media of like Ilka remake screenshots, which I believe those are all photoshopped frames from BDSP that people have made to look like characters, and some of those are from like mods of BDSP, because BDSP is very moddable due to it being made on a Unity engine, so it's very easy to take a character and like change it to look like a Gen 5 character. So do not fall for every rumor and leak that you see online. Ku has been kind of posting things and hinting at things, but I really don't know. Like, I want to trust Ku right now, but sometimes he just does little trolly thing here and there. So I really don't know whether to trust him. He even said that he won't start like dropping actual hints for the games until after the game's been announced in one of his tweets. So it's very like meh to think about. The things I'm definitely expecting to see from the Pokemon Presents is the usual Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Go, maybe Sleep. We know Pokemon Concierge is getting more episodes. Also, Pokemon Horizons, I believe it airs, like for us in America, the dub anime launches on Pokemon Day, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can quote me in the comments, but it launches on Pokemon Day, so I know they're going to make a big deal out of that. And there's been murmurings of a new mythical / movie being announced, and they could like announce that here. I heard that Gen 9 is missing one more Pokemon that's been speculated to be the Gorilla 8 from the Area Zero book, and while that will personally be cool, I'm not sure if I would want another monkey mythical after we just got to Rude last generation. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you guys are excited like I am, because I am beyond excited, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the comment section down below. And as for the question of the day, because I figured I would do it late in the video, what are you most excited about and what are you expecting to see in the Pokemon Presents? Like I said, a lot of cool things are happening at once. I'm super excited and I'm so glad you guys will be here to watch it with me. My name is Nintendo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye.